Whatever you're doing, whatever you just started doing, whatever you've been holding back, whatever you've been procrastinating on doing, today is jump in day. Today is to get shit done. We're just like, depending on when you're listening to this, no matter, it doesn't even matter if it's Thursday or Saturday or Sunday, it doesn't matter what day. There's nothing to it but to do it. There's nothing that's going to get more results than starting. Simply starting. And the point that we have to keep on hammering home every day, this is something that you can think to yourself every day. Every day is a practice. So you're not supposed to be an expert right now. You're not supposed to be an expert in lifting or nutrition or life or parenting or bread, or I don't know, a grill master or a chef, right? You're learning how to meal prep and stuff like that. You're learning how to cook. You're not supposed to be an expert wherever you are, because you're going to be better in a month, no matter what you're doing. When you start today, you're going to be better in a month, no matter what it is. If you put some effort into it, you're going to be better in 6 months. You're going to be better in a year. You're going to be so much better just by putting in consistent effort over time. So as long as you start and you just don't stop, you will improve dramatically. So what do you want to get out of it? What do you want to happen? If you're trying to lose weight, then today is the day to start. You just start eating less. You start paying attention more to your food intake. You start eliminating processed foods. You start checking out nutrition content, and you start tightening up what everyone says is bad. You start cutting out things and cutting out dairy, cut out grains, cut out these foods so you can test your sensitivities, right? Listen to my podcast on elimination and start paying attention to what you're consuming and how you feel. Start being more aware of your calorie intake and build good habits, so then you don't have to be micromanaging and measuring every last bit of food you're eating and counting everything. But you have to practice first. You have to earn that type of intuition. It just has to be started. It's so amazing. Anything that you've gotten good at before, anything that I've started in the past couple of years that I just started, I'm looking at every aspect. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I've talked about meditation a lot, but those of you that do meditate, you realize that meditation is not just while you're doing it. You start keeping these types of ways to think. Your brain starts thinking about everything differently from moment to moment. So it stops being just like, okay, I'm meditating right now, and then later on, you're back to normal. It starts becoming more, okay, you're meditating and you're carrying that way of thinking and that way of self-analysis throughout the day, just more awareness of your thoughts, where they come from, and so forth. So the way I've been looking at everything, I'm just looking at all the knowledge that I've accrued. And it might not be something that you're interested in, but just some of the things that I've learned in the past year, and the things I've learned in the past 2 years, and how much better my stuff, my mental state, how much from any kind of like skill or quality level that I'm producing, whether it's videos or podcasts or content or business wise, or just everything has just come so far and it's so different than a year ago. So you realize how much change happens in that given time period. It doesn't sound like a lot, so it doesn't kind of resonate as much at the beginning of your journey when you're thinking, oh my God, I got to start. I don't have anything. It's like, well, no one has anything when they start. Everyone starts at zero. Everyone starts at zero, every single person. Everyone's zero is different though. Everyone's zero is different. So some people might have a lot of money to invest for a business, or they might be taller so they can play basketball and they can, it'll work out better for them because they're 6'10" and you're 5'3". It's just that the game is going to be much more challenging to break through if you're extremely short. So it's much harder. So, but everyone starts at zero from their journey. But again, it's a relative zero. And it's really the only game in town that really matters is what's going on up inside your head. That's the only thing that really matters. That's the only thing that really matters is what's going on up here. So what are you measuring yourself against? Are you measuring yourself against me? Are you measuring yourself against your brother or sister, your best friend, someone you saw on Instagram, on YouTube? You're measuring yourself against some imaginary person that is just a pipe dream. That's just some kind of arbitrary construct that you've just had in your head for whatever reason. And you're trying to live up to this level of like, it's a lot of the stuff that we deal with is just inside ourselves. And that idea of success, the idea of winning, the idea of reaching your goal, like it's yours. Think about that. What happens when, or how about this? What's the common thing that a trainer or a coach, or if you message me, if you say, you tell me you ask a question about what I'm doing. Is it good for me to do this workout 3 days a week or 4 days a week or 5 days a week? And you ask me that and I say, well, what are your goals? Think about that sentence. What are your goals? Not what are my goals. I'm not saying what are that person's goals? What are people's goals? I say, what are your goals? So think about it. What are your goals? But think about before the word goals. What are your goals? They're yours. You have the choice to keep those goals, to adjust those goals, and you have the choice to make any goal your goal. When someone says small goals, big goals, that's really subjective, isn't it? It's totally subjective for what someone has as a big goal or as a small goal. That's completely subjective, and that can change. What's a small goal for someone could be a big goal for someone else. So it's really what's going on inside your head. And it's really what is most important to you. And you have to figure that out. It's whatever is most important to you. And that's all that matters. Right? That's all that matters is what are you trying to do for you? You are the one that has to live with it. You are the one that has to pursue it. You are the one that has to have passion for it. You are the one that has to be relentless. You're the one that has to be disciplined. You're the one that has to, you. What are your goals? What do you want the outcome to be? Are you willing to put in that kind of effort? Yes or no? I mean, they're yours. You don't have to have the goals of building biceps. You don't have to have the goals of getting bigger quads. Like, what are your goals? Put them in the comments below. What are your goals? But why? And then understand why those goals are yours. You want more Daily Swole podcast? I fucking know you do. Go subscribe to the Daily Swole podcast on YouTube and get slapped with that knowledge cock every single day.